So let's say this tractor trailer has the engine of a Honda Civic or a Prius or something like that. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. What would happen if that Prius engine inside that tractor trailer actually worked? Would it be able to haul the tens of thousands of pounds that they're usually able to? No. The engine would become overworked and it would explode. It would explode. That tractor trailer needs a bigger engine to haul a larger load. Let's say this is you. Decent muscle mass, nice build, aesthetic. Now let's say that you're lucky and you have good genetics that allow you to have a nice lean-toned figure without doing any cardiovascularity. Basically, that's your heart. Now for someone that's lean, it's not too much of a big deal because you're lean. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood to where it needs to be. Someone like this who practices cardiovascular activity at the minimum or not at all is in a better condition than someone who looks like this and practices the same amount of cardio activity. So this guy, he has a little bit more muscle mass, which means more weight. Now a lot of people who want to look like this, they say, oh well, you know, I'm skinny right now, so I shouldn't do cardio so I can get as big as possible. That is a huge no-no. That is a bad decision. And the reason why that is because his heart has to work 10 times harder just to pump blood where it needs to go. Just like having a small engine in a tractor trailer, the engine's going to explode. This guy's heart is like a ticking time bomb. So let's say he starts doing cardio 3 times a week for 20 minutes each session. His heart can now maintain the work that it needs to do to actually pump blood where it needs to go. If you look at the guys who compete in Mr. Olympia, they all do cardio. Now they don't have to do as much cardio because they already have a lot of muscle mass, which means a lot of active tissue. So they're going to burn fat very, very easily. Another reason why bodybuilders do cardio is because, especially when they're trying to get bigger, they burn more calories, and in turn, their body has a higher caloric threshold. Therefore, their body will be more receptive to calories, which in turn help you get bigger. So somebody with a lot of muscle mass and a good heart is going to be in the healthiest condition possible. If you're someone who looks like this, cardiovascular activity should be your #1 priority when it comes to health and fitness. This is the same concept. The person with a lot of muscle mass, their heart would have to work harder to pump blood where it's needed. But on top of this, this guy has tons of fat that his heart is being strained. It's being strained. His arteries are clogged and his blood isn't getting everywhere it needs to be. If you're someone who is overweight or obese and who does not practice cardio activity on a daily basis, you should definitely consider jumping on a treadmill next time you go to the gym or doing something to get your heart rate up, because this is very unhealthy. Pick up the cardiovascularity and your heart becomes healthier. You can look like this guy, or if you want, you can look like this guy. It's as simple as that, guys. I don't care if you're lean, muscular, big and muscular, fat and obese, you do a lot of cardio, you need to do cardio. I don't care if you're a truck. You need to have the engine that supports your frame. It's common science and it's just logic, you guys. If you're someone who's trying to bulk right now, make sure you do cardio. If you're someone who gains weight easily, you need to be doing more cardio than someone who burns energy a lot more often. So an ectomorph would do less cardio than a mesomorph because they already have size. Anyone with half a brain would understand that everybody needs some sort of cardiovascular activity just to remain in a basic state of good health. And once again, this has to be followed by a healthy diet. But guys, remember, cardiovascularity is very important for your heart health.